which is the old building that just on the side of this or front of the hospital. It needs to be removed because, like I said, when I came in long time ago, this building is up and most other buildings are already gone, except for that building. But it's unsafe. That's the only part that I'm afraid of this.
And hopefully the senators and whoever else will listen to us to try to garner the amount of money that we need for that project. We're talking about the whole package, besides the structure and building it, you have the furnishings and equipment package, and then other key projects such as the replacement of our electrical distribution system.
Like I said, I support all services, cardiac, surgery. The next thing I want to do is, after labor and delivery takes off, is try to renovate the operating room side, because that's due for renovation too. And I like to do all my surgeries here.
In the existing radiology department, you've got two departments that are conflicting. You have radiology department that has a mission relative to interventional radiology and the things they're trying to do, and then you have special services. They have a mission, and they're both trying to use the same room. And so it's just not synergistic. We're trying to create an environment that they can both live in harmony for the patients.
Heart disease is still the #1 cause of death in the United States. So we've been envisioning, we have one cardiac cath right now, cath lab, we call it cath lab, or angio suite, that is being utilized by the IR, interventional radiologists. But it's been our vision to have another one so that we're not bumping into each other. We don't have the ability yet to do cardiac cath. We want to, and we will be starting soon, hopefully. And but it would be nice if we have a dedicated another cardiac cath suite that we can use for the heart, and interventional radiologists, which could complement each other. That we can use, like if one is down, we can use the other, and I can foresee with these 2 rooms being built, another room which is going to be built, hopefully, it can increase the revenue of the hospital.
The existing cath lab itself is deficient in size. It doesn't meet all of the guidelines for design and construction put forth by the Facility Guidelines Institute. And so not only will we have the opportunity through expansion to fix what is deficient, but create enough capacity to meet the demands of the island.
In 2014, there were 1,288 patients who were seen here and are admitted in GMH, of which 759 patients with a diagnosis of chest pain, 529 had a heart attack. Of these 529 patients, 324 were males, 205 were females. The cath lab is not only for cardiac cath. We will also be doing some other procedures there. So it's definitely a revenue generating if we build another one.
Very limited, and we have a population of 170,000 people, and coronary artery disease is very prevalent. And so I was desperate. The whole year last year, I had these young patients coming in with heart attacks, with problems, issues, and everything else, and there was no place on the island to send them. You had to send them off island, and some of them cannot afford it. Some of them cannot make it off the island. And some of them do not need to go off the island.
These are healthcare dollars that can very well stay on Guam, that patients and their families would prefer to stay on Guam, but because they can't be serviced here, we have that only option. But right now, if William and the specialist here really at least focus on cardiac care for what GMH is capable of doing, all those, number one, our patients can be cared for on their island with the loved ones around them, and the revenue that can be saved from these care, from being diverted off island, can stay on Guam, building our healthcare economy and supporting the services here at GMH. So architecturally speaking,
There's only one way for us to create this space. And we need to move out, again, out over the doctor's parking, just like we did, how we expanded the emergency department. That's why we've been fighting for the demolition of the Z-Wing, to create one structure that will be able to meet the rest of our needs. And it's not like we're trying to grow additional new services. These are our core services, the ER, the ICU, the family birth center that Dr. Shea's gonna talk about. We're enhancing our core services. Radiology, laboratory, we wanna do MRI for radiology as well. I mean, we're trying to give the best service in these areas that are our core services to the people of Guam. That's what we're trying to do.